Can you tell me what's missing? Yeah, to pull it back off to get to those, there was literally like that much room between the headers. There was no way I'm getting that line made and bolted up and everything. So plus, luckily, when I did do that, because that little tab right there is hitting, because it's a turbo 400. It's not like a 4L80 or whatever. So it's the middle of the night. So tomorrow I'm gonna chop that shit off. I don't want to. Most of my neighbors can kiss my ass, but some of them are cool, so I don't want to bust out the Sawzall and chop the transmission up. So, all right. So the fun part. So I had to take this off. We'll take the headers off and on probably 3 more times. They're probably not white anymore. I'm really over those headers. Anyways, now I'm just running the line. I had to see what kind of fittings would work. I tried 180, tried a 90. The headers are super close, so that'll work perfect, where that line will come out right there. And then I'm gonna Derale clamp it to the motor mount over here. Sorry about the fireworks. I'll Derale clamp it or zip tie it up, something around here. It'll come into the radiator support. And it'll come out there. The grommet in the firewall. So that goes back to the motor. This goes in from the motor. So I gotta look up which one goes where. I mean, there's different arguments for different ones, but I'd rather have gravity working against me to help cool than work for me to help flow, because I have a high pressure pump in there anyway, so flow shouldn't be a problem, being it's just a stock motor with the cam. So you know, the bearings aren't super loose or anything like that. So alright, so I was super drunk last night. I don't even know what I recorded and what I didn't, but that's the layout. Line's gonna come up around here, come through the power steering stuff and up the firewall. So that's one line. I gotta drill the other one now that it's not the middle of the night. Alright, so I got this second hole drilled. The drill bit I got was crap, cheap ass drill bit, and yeah, it basically caused me more havoc than need be, but it's in there. So the centering bit bent, but it works fine for the grommet that I have. So I bought these thinking, oh man, yeah, I'm gonna do it all professional and make grommets and all that, but this is huge, and that hole already has a grommet in it, probably for the old AC. So I just drilled another hole and I had a grommet, so I'm gonna use that. It'll be perfect. So sorry about the wind. So we have the lines ran how they're gonna be. These are just temporary, but that is what I'm gonna run, but they're not gonna look like that. So and then these normally have these around them, but they're easier to work with without them on there. So we'll run in and we'll go in there. So yeah, I just had to mock it all up. Now I'm gonna cut the lines the length and run them where they need. So what I did was taped off where my cuts will be on both ends, fully routed it before I put my cut marks. So that way you don't mess up. You know, these lines are expensive and they take time to build. So if you see one of those lines are hella dirty and one's not, I had ran one already for my fuel feed and it was too short. Well, it wasn't too short, but I changed my mind, as you guys probably figure out I do all the time. So either way, I had extra line and now it comes in handy. So don't be afraid to buy too much of this stuff rather than too little. So yeah, I'm gonna go cut these, put the ends on. Okay, that sucked. So if you've ever tightened those lines, you know that when you tighten them, the base moves if it can. And you see the angle it wanted to hit that silver part where the temperature gauge is. It wanted to push up against that, and then it wouldn't let me bolt it in. I almost stripped my oil pan, being impatient. So long story short, it's in there. It's barely touching. You can't really see it, but you know, this line is super loose, so it looks like it's touching, but it's not. So it comes out. You see out in. So the oil pressure comes out. Does some crazy loop shit here because again, I wanted one lower than the other. Long story short, comes out. Sorry, I'm super tired, y'all. That goes to the feed. That goes into the oil cooler. This one comes out of the oil cooler, and then it's all heat sleeve just in case, because when the time comes, there'll be a pipe that comes across. That's it. So she's in and ready to go. I think I'm gonna wrap this with, I don't know, something, some kind of foam or rubber or something, just in case. It shouldn't move at all, but still, I don't like that. So yeah, she is in. This is just a spare grommet that I had, so the hole's barely big enough for the line. I doubt it's gonna actually do anything. You see, it's still got movement. So, yeah, so see, I left enough slack here so that it can move. Everything can move. So yeah, it's in. It's away from the steering arm. It's bolted up. This sucked so bad. I can't even explain how sucky that is. This stuff is sticky. So these kept getting stuck on here, and it wouldn't let me tighten the bolt. It sucked. It took like half an hour just to do that. That was probably the hardest part of the whole thing. It totally sucked. But yeah, man, she's in, looking good. That's got a 180 degree, I believe, I bought it hell long ago, but 180 degree thermostat, so it won't let oil go to the cooler until that hits 180. So you don't have like elongated warm up. And so this is mainly, again, because it came with the factory 6.0. The factory's not going to spend money if it's not helpful or needed. On top of the fact that I'm going to be running a fat ass turbo that's only oil cooled, so I figured you know, let's add a little extra cooling capacity for the oil. Also, I have that super thin, that's like the lowest profile oil pan you can buy from Holley, so you know, that'll add just a little bit more. I think maybe 2 quarts of oil, you know, that's good. So not to say the pan from Holley is limited or you need more oil capacity, but more oil the better. So that's it, bro. Back to it. I'm tired. Days basically wasted. My lady's probably gonna kick my butt, but alright, man, that's it. Super tired. Thanks for all the support like usual, man. Like, comment, share, whatever people say at the end of their videos. Next time I'll do that the tranny cooler, so stay tuned. I'm waiting on a fitting, but yeah, man, appreciate it. Holla, get back to it.